is heavy friending. I'm friending you so hard. An alliance slowly forming like a boner in my heart. So if you wanna fucking friend me, better give me all you got. No, I don't take this lightly, cause it's heavy, heavy friending.
There is an eagle flying. Yeah!
Hi, listeners. Welcome to Heavy Friending. It's your favorite host, the best host of this show, Laura Lee Bishop, talking here.
And this voice
Second favorite host.
is your second favorite host, and my name is Joe Barlow.
Do you guys know what Heavy Friending is about? Oh, you sound like a little kitty cat over there. Jingle
'cause of my
jangling.
zipper?
Yeah, he's over here mocking me and very expressively with his arms.
No, you know
and
what I was
hands.
doing? Excuse me.
Okay.
Do you know what I was doing?
What were you doing? I'd like to know, yes.
I like when people say, specifically President Trump, when they go, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I was
Nasty.
treating my hand like it was the sound
The waves? Okay.
So it was getting loud when it's loud, and then that
Oh, man.
caused the jingle.
Yes. When I was trying to talk, it was distracting.
I was just
excuse
saying,
me. It was a lot when I was trying to talk and it was distracting.
we all have our different ways to get excited and amped for the show.
Well, we all have different ways to get excited.
And mine involves
Flicking your wrist around.
And,
I can't
well, the whole
flick my
arm.
wrist. It's kind of like you're slapping me in the face because I just got through telling you how bad my wrist
Excuse
hurts.
me.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, I burped. This is a show. It's a podcast.
It is.
Some call it good.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah?
Some call it bad. I've never heard anyone say it to my face. I'm just assuming.
Then why are you... Don't put that out there.
Well, one time someone gave us 0 stars on other reviews.
Yeah.
But they didn't write a review or anything. They just said this podcast. And I think they were too dumb to realize they had to write more underneath. So then I reported it as spam and it got removed.
And that's why you
what'll
can
happen.
trust the reviews for our podcast.
Well,
Because we'll find only the best.
That's true. I will put all y'all as spam. If you try to put this podcast, wait, no, see now I'm challenging them and they're going to do it. Please, guys, while we're at it, we never say this on the podcast. We should say it more. Go subscribe to the podcast, please.
I say it a lot.
Well, but I was saying earlier that I don't listen when you talk. I'm waiting for my turn to talk. So that's probably why I didn't know that.
Excuse me.
Oh,
you were done speaking. It's less effective when
it is.
Yeah.
You have to do it while someone's talking.
Excuse me.
Thank you.
There was a... you let me interrupt. Interesting. There was a Rocco's Modern Life episode. And I'm pretty sure it involves one of the side characters.
Sure.
No one important.
Heifer.
And more side, more peripheral.
What was the turtle's name? I'm nauseous.
What was his name?
Egbert or something like that.
Yeah, Filbert.
Sheldon. Filbert. Yeah.
But there was, I don't remember, I'm pretty sure it's this show, but he's like, excuse me, could you get that? And his pants are falling down. And then someone hoists his pants up. He says, thanks. It's something like that.
Yeah.
And he keeps doing it.
Yeah.
Do you get that?
Could you get that? It's always
Thanks.
his pants.
Yeah, and his pants keep, because his friend holds them up and then they fall down. You see his butt crack.
Yeah.
And then, can you get that? Thanks.
There was always an
Excuse me?
undertone to that one. Like,
What do you mean?
as a kid, I was kind of like, should I be watching this? I kind of felt like it was a little bit adult themed.
Yeah, definitely they slid some stuff in there.
Yeah.
But that's great. You got to slide stuff in there.
Well,
This
slide it in.
show is a humor-based friendship podcast.
Perfect. Guys, when we first started this podcast, we didn't know each other. Then we kind of didn't like each other. Now, guys, spoiler alert, best friends. Best friends.
You like saying that.
That we're best friends?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
Just like it seems like you like it too much.
Man, it's regression. You do it every time. I think you may need to talk to someone about how
you're
you do
putting
this.
it on me, but you have so much joy. I'm doing
we're
is pointing that
friends.
out.
We're
It's
best
weird.
friends. You made a painting for me. It's hanging on the wall.
I did. We didn't mention that last episode.
Well, so tell them about it. This amazing thing you did for your best
painting,
friend.
and now it's over your shoulder, and it's good. It's fun.
Yeah, it's a painting of Ruger playing tennis.
Her dog
looks just like him. It's adorable. You have to sign it though. I feel like it's not art unless you sign it.
It needs some work. Yeah.
What do you mean some work? Like you want to add more details to the background?
I don't like
something?
the yellow.
You keep saying you don't like the yellow. What's wrong with the yellow?
I don't like. It is good though, and if people want to Venmo me,
could that be a Patreon? If somebody gives $100, you'll make them a painting.
Why?
How about 50?
This is a side thing I do on my own. Why is the podcast involved?
Because I thought of it. I'm like your manager. I am an art dealer now.
I'm
your art dealer.
I said Venmo me.
Art dealers make a commission. If you're going to do it if you're going to advertise anything on this podcast, then I'm going to get a percentage of it.
What percentage?
50. Hard 50. Hard line on 50 for me.
Then don't email.
Excuse me. Hard line on 50 for me.
Email my personal email and say you didn't hear about it.
But you're advertising on the show. You're now an advertiser. It
doesn't matter. Why can't I have my own thing?
Why can't I have my own? Why can't I have anything of my own? Why can't you just admit we're best friends?
Fine.
Have you ever noticed that whenever I say
take commission?
Have you ever noticed? Yes, I do. Have you ever noticed that when I say that we're best friends? It's so fun though. When you say it, you can't help but stop talking.
I like to say it a little southern, like the guy whose pants are falling down.
Well, then you should say pardon me.
Can you get that?
You should say pardon me.
I guess he doesn't even say excuse me. I think he just says, can you get that? Thank you.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Could you get that?
We'll look it up.
Thank you.
We'll look it up.
Okay.
Listeners, today on the podcast, we're going to do something fun that we've kind of done before, attempted to do. Not so great at it usually, but we try, and that's what counts. We're going to answer some questions from not listeners, but Craigslist creeps, basically. I mean, they're weird. I posted in the friends section of Craigslist looking for new friends. You can imagine what we got back. Wasn't that much about friendship, so we had to really cull them down.
Well, we have one of our, I guess, recurring segments is calling a man
Nick,
who we like to call Nick.
We like to call him. It's also
no
his
one
name.
has ever heard his name.
No. Well, you can't hear his last name. He hasn't agreed, to have his voice. Well, he kind of has. He says, call me.
He kind of
wanted to be on, but
fame.
He never answers the phone when we call. The first time after we called, he said, sorry. He emailed us and said, hey, sorry, I missed you. But then after that, I feel like he's kind of over it now.
Yeah.
That or he's listened to the podcast and knows that we were kind of making fun of him a little bit. But that's what we do. It's all in jest. It's all in jest.
I never thought about that he could know who we are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we're not that hard to find.
He runs this town's weed business. Okay. So that we have a connection too if we ever need weed. Not that I would ever do weed or anything illegal.
Doing weed? No.
Do you think doing weed is cool?
Well, I think doing the weed is not cool.
Good. That's good. That's our stance here at Heavy Friending.
Until it's legal. And then
By
if
all
the
means.
government says it's okay, how could they be wrong?
Exactly. So Joe and I are going to take a quick break. We're going to get our emails together and our thoughts together because these matter. These questions matter. They matter to us, and they may just change your life. So we'll be right back.
Okay, plumber's assistant. Oh boy, Spunky. Plumbers make a lot of money.
Hey, could you get that? Thanks a lot. Hey, could you get that? Thanks a lot. Hey, could you get that? Thanks a lot.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Guys, this quality content you're listening to.
I was pretty close.
You were very close.
It's funny.
I didn't know he did it immediately one after the other like that.
That's what I was trying to say.
It's a lot.
Oh, and I didn't remember that it was Rocco.
That was pulling his pants
and then
up.
I thought it was not a like a human man. I thought it was another.
Is it a human man?
Is it, or is it a pig?
Here's an example, guys, of what happens at patreon.com/heavyfriending is we talk about things like this and then we post them exclusively for our patrons on patreon.com/heavyfriending. So for example, he's going to find out, is this creature a human creature, a creature, an animal creature?
Oh, I think I know. Yeah.
A preacher creature? And he's going to post it on our Patreon.
Yeah.
And then it saves you the trouble of having to go to Google and looking things up.
What would you search for? You wouldn't even know.
You wouldn't even know what to do.
You wouldn't know what I searched
stupid
for.
Idiots.
You got to learn how to Google. And maybe we will do a
internet
little
course.
class.
Yeah, an internet course.
Because it's the modern age.
It is. You guys need to learn how to type. You need to learn how to...
Things change so fast.
Oh my God. It's like as soon as you catch up.
It's like, hey.
It's like laundry. I was thinking the other day, you can never do all of your laundry because you're always wearing clothes. So unless you get butt naked and do your laundry naked and then don't put on clothes for the rest of the day, could you ever say all of the laundry in this house is done?
Wow.
And that's...
What a depressing thought.
It's a lot to think about.
Here's a thought I had, too, about the internet. Facebook.
Oh, Facebook.
Been around for a long time. Twitter. Another pretty long time.
Yeah.
There's nothing... Like, can we ever have a giant thing take off again? Because, like, TikTok is for, like, kids.
I think
Vine
that we will.
was, for kids.
But it'll be like when we get more technology, it'll be something 3D or something, It's just got to be the new technology that comes out that somebody hasn't thought of yet.
Don't you think people don't really like Facebook? It's just there's not another option where you
Right.
have all your family.
Right.
It's like email. We all have an email address because we decided email is a thing. And we all have a Facebook. But yeah, maybe you can't get people to convert, even when you don't like Facebook.
Yeah.
People actively hate Facebook.
Yeah. So, guys, these are thought-provoking questions, thought-provoking content. Don't you want to see this cartoon man or animal's butt crack?
Yeah. And do you want to know how detailed it is?
Because you didn't really show it to me. So I want to know. I may become a patron just so I can
You
see.
should become a patron.
Yeah.
Patreon's sort of like the new Facebook. If you're not
It
on there,
is. That's the next big
you
thing.
hop on and you make an account and you can support not only this podcast, other podcasts.
Joe's art career.
I might start a Patreon.
He needs
Although
paint.
no, it wouldn't be a Patreon. It would be $40. I paint your animal.
Or anything? Would you paint anything? Does it have to be an animal?
I don't do other things
What about
well.
nudes? Nudes.
I would do nudes, but it wouldn't be flattering nor good.
We'll talk.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much. We're going to get you back to the podcast now. This is our sales department.
Do you get that? Is that what he said? No, he said,
No.
can you get that?
Can you get that? No, that's not what he said, is it?
Go to Patreon. You can find out.
Hey, frienders, we're back.
Hi.
What a great advertisement you just heard.
Okay.
I just want to really stress that our sales department's working really hard. And I appreciate the job they're doing.
Here's my problem.
Especially the lady.
I know I'm not supposed to disagree with you, like improvising wise. But if they think we have a sales department, they're not going to support it.
Why?
They're going to think it's a bloat.
Yeah, but they may think, man, they're big time. They're big time.
Right.
They
Why
must
should
be
I
onto
support them?
something. No, they may say they
Arby's
must
should be
something.
supported. Some big corporation.
Arby's. Why is that what you thought of?
Oh, think of the biggest
They've got the
corporation
meat,
you know.
though, don't they?
We have the meats.
They have it.
It's plural.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, not meat. 'Cause they have multiple meats.
The meat. That's what it should be. Anyway, guys,
Nice to meet you.
we're going to
That would
read
be
some letters from the Craigslist post we had. We're not sure if we've already read these letters earlier because Joe doesn't listen to the podcast. He told me again, slap in the face.
Well, I used to.
Cool. That's encouraging for the current listeners, I'm sure. I used to, but it's just not good anymore.
I never wanted to.
Why?
Because I'm doing it right now.
But see, you can't remember. So it'd be like a fun trip down your
And
memory.
maybe when I'm in a
Old?
hospital
Yeah.
bed.
They'll use it when the dementia's set in.
Actually, maybe everyone should start a podcast for that very reason.
Yeah. And then I can only play the ones where we say we're best friends over and over to you. And you're like, must be my best friend. And then you'll finally think we're best friends.
That's brain. Well, actually, if I listen to myself say, no, I'm not, then I'll be like, no, I'm not. The podcast told me.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to read some of these. We may have read them before. We don't remember.
We're going to keep it quick and light.
We're going to keep it quick and light. And you know what? I think will be interesting if we have read them before. Won't it be nice to see if this advice is the same? Because we may have changed since we last read these.
Well, you're probably going to do a fun voice.
Maybe.
And if we did it the first time, you probably wouldn't because you're like, oh, it's just boring.
Yeah.
Now you're like, I got to do a fun voice.
Well, now that you've said it, yeah. All right, this one's from Lusty Mom.
And tell me about your vocal inspiration for her character.
Okay, I'm picturing a woman, Auburn here, not red, not brown, Auburn.
Hell yeah.
She's BMI, obese, but sometimes you're not that big when you're considered obese with the BMI. You know, the BMI is like not very.
You can't trust the BMI.
No, you gotta go by body fat percentage.
Because some people have dense bones.
Mm-hmm. She's just, but in her case, she is a big lady.
All right.
Okay. She's got a pink 2-piece pajama set on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't think you were going to say pajamas.
I'm drawing a little bit on my own life as inspiration for this. Maybe where I see myself in the future. She's very tan, though. Very tan. Too tan. And so tan that when she lifts her arms up, there's a real white line underneath there.
Oh, so is it spray
she's
or is it
she's been in the sun.
The booth?
Just sitting in the sun with her arms at her sides. Close down at her sides.
Where's her tan lines?
Well, she doesn't have any on the top.
Oh, says something.
But the lines are just from the underarms where she doesn't lift her arms up.
So she's outside nude.
No top. No, she's got a bottom tan line.
She's got a bottom.
Okay. And that's capri. She wears a capri.
So her legs pretty white.
Pretty
under
white
there.
Till right below the knee, then super tan.
Yeah.
Okay. Flip-flop marks from that as well.
And her name again?
Lusty Mom.
Yeah.
So she is a mother. Too. Got a lot of kids running around in the yard.
Oh, a lot.
She's tired. She's frustrated.
She's hot and she's burnt.
Yes, but she wants to be burnt. But she doesn't want to be bothered while she's burning.
Yeah. Well, and she's lusty. So that also says, either there's maybe not a husband in the situation, or if there is, the fire's gone.
Yeah,
she's
not
lusty for
her.
something else.
Well, we're about to find out what she's seeking.
All right.
Okay. Just saw your ad. I'm 27 years, 5'8", female, seeking out oral sex. I have a photo. I'm looking for an open-minded, good, disease-free man. Yeah. Reply back to me. Oh, she lists the email here. If you're serious and would like to have some fun together. Now.
Interesting. I see, when your description, I didn't think she would be 27. I thought she would be much older.
She's aged from the sun.
So it's the sun age.
It's the sun.
So she looks old. She's a smoker, so she might have...
I didn't say anything about her smoking.
No, I think she's a smoker. She's got a little raspier voice.
That's like one of those things.
Saw your ad.
Yeah, in a mystery where they're like, I never said she was a smoker.
Yeah,
because you know her,
right?
Because you looked up this email and you've already contacted her for oral sex. Are you a good disease-free man, and are you open-minded? That's what's really important.
Well, I guess in some cases I am.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
but I don't know what the cases she might be referring to are.
Should we email her and see if we can get a pic?
I don't.
We'll put it on the Patreon and blur her face out.
I'm pretty sure. Wait, is this isn't illegal? I guess because it's not for money.
No.
Okay.
Should we email her?
It's just not something I do. So.
Would love a pic. I'll just say back. Would love a pic.
Okay. Do you remember what you wrote on your Craigslist ad?
It was something like 2 people, a man and a woman, looking to add some friends to the mix. Looking to spice things up in the friendship department, but friendship department was in quotes.
Well, that makes sense because it's not an actual physical building like a fire department.
Exactly.
It's in the friendship department.
Thank you. You get it.
Yeah, I guess I'm confused why she would assume.
I know, it's really weird.
That we would be
do you
interested.
have any advice for her? It doesn't seem like she's asking.
I think she's doing great. I mean, she's doing what she wants.
Mm-hmm. Except for the smoking. She shouldn't smoke.
But here's the thing.
About smoking.
It's not so bad. No. I do wonder, maybe she needs to value herself a little more, because she's like, I'm willing to give you a photo, but she didn't say, I'd love to see your photo. She's just sort of open to whatever. I mean, I guess she did lay out the terms of disease-free, open-minded, these types of things.
Yeah.
So maybe that's her top priority. But to me, it seems like she should
giving
be
a
a little.
lot.
She should be a little more picky, and maybe
Yeah.
she would if we got to the second email. Maybe she'd be a little more.
Yeah. So I'll email her, and we'll see, what happens from there.
Good.
Really would look forward to a pic, though. I'd like to see if my predictions are correct.
Actually, yeah, I would be too.
Yeah.
Because the capri pants
For the tan line on the capri
would be
pants.
a
Very
real-
specific, but I think it's probably spot on. What is the next letter we received?
This one is from some guy.
That's the name he gave.
Now, this guy, from what I can gather,
Some guy
I'll
is
paint
his
you
name?
a picture. Well, yeah, his name is in the email.
Oh.
I think you get to make it up.
How's
on
it spelled? Like
Craigslist.
SUMGAI?
No,
Oh, okay.
Guy, GUY.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like someone's actual name, maybe.
Guy actually
Like
is
some
a name.
guy.
Guy is a name.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not usually a last name.
Here's the thing. This guy, he's a smoker. Okay. This is my pic. I'm
Oh,
painting
okay.
a picture.
Okay.
Okay. And maybe
Everyone's a
we'll
smoker
ask
in your
him
world.
for. Well, you'll hear why.
You said a lot about cigarettes today, too, before the podcast. What's going on? You craving a cig?
I don't like
looking
it.
to
No,
smoke a cig?
I don't like it.
Could we smoke one on the podcast?
No, it hurts my
Just
throat.
one
and it's-
cig?
No, I'm.
Excuse me. You're going to do it and you're going to like it.
I'll do a Michelob Ultra.
Okay. Same thing.
So this guy, smoker,
Mm-hmm.
he loves them, and he's pale as a little white ghost, but he's not an old man, but he does appear older. The smoking has aged. His fingertips, his nostrils are enlarged. His butt crack is long because the cheeks have sunken. They've fallen. So it's a longer butt crack than it used to be. And it's not a young man's butt crack. No one would see his butt crack and think that's a young
Yeah.
man's.
He could do a butt double for like Clint Eastwood. You know,
He
Clint
could.
has a long crack.
He
You
has a
can
very
tell.
long
Yeah.
crack and one of the longest in the biz.
Yeah.
But he's a long man. And
But it's
so-
not proportionate. It's too long.
Some-
Too long Clint, they call him.
Too long Clint
Yeah.
in the butt crack. And that's about it. I mean, he's
Long crack, big nostrils.
got a sullen.
Pale.
He's sullen. He's got a sullen face.
Yeah.
He's mostly sullen all the days of the week.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday,
Okay. I'm listening.
Tuesday, and Thursday.
Okay.
So here's what some guy said.
All right.
So again we prompted people, I guess, to talk to us about friendship or something.
Yeah, that we just want to make new friends and that we are looking for advice or questions.
So he said, "What about something pertaining to being middle-aged, realizing all your friends are dead, in jail, lost touch because you didn't care much about them, or they about you to begin with, and as life..." This is a run-on sentence.
Sure, of course.
And as life has progressed, that small circle of close friends has rapidly diminished to zero. Trying to make friends around 40. And then he did the, I guess the eye roll emoji.
like the exasperated one or like, oh, this sucks.
I don't know. What is that?
He's like, oh, geez.
Oh, geez. So he wants us to talk about those topics.
Okay, well, I want to start off by noticing that he says he's 40.
He said, yeah, trying to make friends around 40.
Okay,
So he's around 40.
around 40, and all of his friends are dead or in jail.
Yeah. Or you
That's-
didn't much care about them and you lost touch
Okay,
and they didn't much care about you.
That's too long. That's too young to have all your friends dead
All of them. Yeah.
or in jail.
Well, what if it was, and I hate to say this,
I bet you do.
but what if it was a tragic friend bus trip.
Oh.
And he at the last minute couldn't come because there was so it was all of his greatest friends on one bus, because that's how you'd get rid of them all at one time.
What if he was in
Or maybe
jail?
it was one of them, their
and
40th birthday.
It was a jail bus, and the ones that didn't die got sent back to jail naturally.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, well, jail actually would maybe make more sense, because then all of the friends he makes are jail.
And he's out,
Well, and maybe, you're losing touch because some of them are getting free.
Yeah.
Some of them were in the bus crash.
Yeah, when he says didn't much care for him, it's because he had to align himself with them in the big house.
He didn't want to be in this race.
Exactly.
It was a racial thing.
Of course it
where
was
they
racial.
divided them up.
Yeah. He was in a white power thing.
Well, we don't know.
No, he was in a white power thing.
He
You
didn't
said
say.
he was very pale earlier.
Oh, I did. But he could be
Pardon me?
another race.
I think it was a white power thing.
The point is, that's the only explanation for him to be this upset.
Yeah. And also this young with so many dead and jailed friends.
That really makes sense.
Yeah, it makes a
so
lot of sense.
what should we say to him? I mean, there's got to be hope.
Yeah.
I would say live each day with hope.
That's always great advice, Joe. I commend you.
Thank you
for your bravery. But I would also say, put yourself out there a little, man. It sounds to me like he's not putting himself out there at all. He's like, hey, life sucks. Meh, meh.
Well, it's
Pity
the racial
me.
tensions.
Maybe pull yourself up, put your shoulders back and go out there and try to make some friends. Hey, maybe join a bowling league. I always say, get in on some social action, softballs.
They don't have that in the yard.
He's out of jail.
You think he's out?
Yeah, his friends are still in jail, homie.
Oh.
That's what I mean. And all those friends he lost that he didn't much care for, that was like white power Bill or
Good.
whatever.
And you do have to shave off some friends.
Yes.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
You grow.
Stop shaving your head,
Smart.
And shave off some of the dead weight and join a bowling league, some guy.
You gotta make friends.
Yeah.
New friends.
But keep the old.
But here's the thing, though. And I guess you gave an answer there. It's join the bowling. Do an activity. That might be a way. But it is hard because if this man is not married, a lot of people maybe in their 40s might be at a stage where they go out
someone's prison wife
as couples, and they do activities with the wife.
Yeah,
and you also have more opportunities because it's like, oh, I married this lady and she's got her friends and I got my friends. So maybe your friends are dead or in jail. And you have some more friends with her friends. So it's tougher, I think.
I just got a great idea.
What?
Connecting some guy.
No. I know what
with
you're going to
Lusty
say.
Mom.
No.
With Lusty Mom. Come on. She loves the sun.
He's a criminal.
He's always in the pail. He's never going outside. She can bring him out.
Oh, you think he wants?
She can bring him outside a little bit. Get him some sun on his face.
And maybe she should stay inside with him because
they could rub off on each other and rub each other. And rub off each other.
Okay.
She's lusty. He's been in prison. He hasn't, had the touch of a woman in a long time.
Well,
probably.
you know what we should do? Let's role play their first meeting. Okay? I'll be some guy.
Okay, good choice.
And you'll be Lusty. Okay? And whose house?
Now you have to do a voice.
No, I will. Whose house are we going to meet at? Your house.
Well, you can meet my trailer.
Lusty. Okay.
Come in, it's open.
Hey.
Barney, quit barking. Boys, get off that. Boys. They want to electrocute themselves, I swear to God. Who the fuck are you?
Ma'am, I'm some guy.
Some guy. How do you, SUMGAI?
It's a standard spelling of some. You want a cigarette?
Sounds like we're from the same kind of place, mister.
Oh, we are. Let me light that for you. Smoke fills up a trailer faster than a jail cell.
Are you out? How long you been out?
I'm out.
Do you know somebody named Krista in there?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's my daughter.
Who?
She's only 10 years old.
We were cellmates.
You and Krista?
Krista and I
Oh, you've got great grammar.
in the
Boys, get out of the refrigerator. Those Jell-O shots are for tonight.
for what?
Oh, I'm just having a party.
Oh.
Me, myself, and motherfucking I.
Is there an extra invitation?
Hang on one second.
Oh, that's a good cigarette. That's a Camel.
I like them real tarry.
Oh.
Yes. Well, I'm going to sunbathe for a little bit. You're welcome to come with me. We only do
that's
it.
a deal breaker for these old thighs. Take a
you
look.
Don't? Well, listen here, mister. I got some news for you. You don't have to show those thighs. You put on a pair of capris and you hit the sun and they'll never see the light of day.
You're a smart woman.
And you're a real handsome man. Come here.
Ding dong. Hi, we're the Girl Scouts. Oh,
And scene.
that.
Hi, we're the Girl Scouts, but I like where you're going with it.
Well, because I wanted to bring in a new character.
A new character. It was time for someone to enter. Somebody more zany, even.
Yeah, that's why.
Man, it's going to be hard for me to get out of that headspace. I'm really method.
Lusty Mom.
Yeah, I'm really method. And now I'm like, oh, I need to chain smoke right now. Good thing I have capris on already. Let's move on to the next and final letter. The piece de resistance. Because this person has an actual name, and his name is James, or her, or they.
You can't say their name, though.
They emailed me, and they put their name.
I thought Nick.
Please
did.
don't make me. Do I have to bleep someone else's?
You said it.
Oh
you
my
don't
God.
Think...
Okay. His name is James. And this is what he has to say.
What was his last name?
Okay. Now he says, do I need to do a voice for him too?
Yeah.
You looking for stories? Okay. He spelled for F-U-R.
Is he? Oh, he's Irish.
I don't want to. You're looking for stories about people becoming friends. Have you considered getting a couple guys or whatever and introducing them to each other and just see how well that scenario goes?
He's talking about the real world.
For instance, I'm a bisexual guy, so I could make the vest, he says. I can make the vest out of many different situations.
The best, he meant? Okay.
One of my really, in all caps, one of my really close friends. I'm losing my Irish accent here. Okay. What's my touchstone? Saints per service. Okay, I'm back.
What was that?
I don't know. Saints per service. That's something they say, but I'm saying it wrong. It was on that Disney Channel original movie, Leprechaun, where he turns into a leprechaun.
It's called Leprechaun?
Something like that. No, it's called Look at the Irish. And he looks in the mirror, and I don't know what the line is. It's probably like, I'm saying it wrong, but he says it with an Irish accent, and he goes, Saints per service, I am getting shorter.
This sounds like a Patreon.
Patreon.com/heavyfriending, and I'll find it for you guys. Anyway, so he says, one of my really close friends was just a guy that offered to give me a blowjob one day.
What is happening?
Now we're almost best friends.
You wanted to say this guy's last name.
Yeah, James. Clearly. He's proud of this. Okay, let's get into this. Let's get into it. Okay. So he wants to...
Wait, what was it? It was he...
He originally said, have you ever considered getting a couple guys...
No, I know that part. With the ending. It was someone offered, or he gave...
One of his really close friends was just some guy that offered to give him a blowjob one day, and now they're almost best friends. Which is kind of very similar to our story.
Almost best
friends, right?
That part's the same.
Yeah.
Wow.
And other parts too. I mean...
James really revealed a lot.
Well, I think it's interesting, his first part, which is, have you considered getting a couple guys or whatever and introducing them to each other and see how well that scenario goes? Yeah, like how people every single day interact with each other, like two guys.
No, you know what he's doing? He wants us to invite him on the show.
He wants
with
to
at least a couple other guys.
And film it. He's trying
I
to
don't
do a
know if
sex
he's
thing.
trying to film it. I'm just saying yes.
But
That's what
saying
he's
you
trying
put
to do.
Basically, what he's saying is you put two guys in a room, they're going to fuck each other. Is what he's saying.
He didn't say.
That's what
said
he
they'll-
means.
Well, he said they might become best friends, which in his book means
You whack each other
there's
off or
something
suck
going
each other
on.
off.
Yeah.
You're sucking and fucking suck fest over here.
what the hell?
It's a fucking fuck fest over here.
Hey.
How bad was my Irish accent? Pretty bad,
It
right?
started
Okay.
Okay.
Got really bad though.
Yeah.
I just need a little work.
But his name is
James.
Irish-ish.
Oh, is it?
Irish-ish.
Okay. Maybe he's Irish. He says you're looking for stories.
Her.
Fire. Oh, that was good.
Her
Here, you do it. You could probably do a better job than
Let
me.
me see it.
Okay. Well, it's on the computer, so
Hello, my name is James Stevens, and I like to go to the store. Oh, I brought a couple of boys. We went down and we had a pot of coffee at the local pub. And I said, I'll have 2 Guinnesses for my wee old lassie. Hello.
was amazing.
Thank you.
It was really good. So the key is in like her. You have to put a little wiggle on it. Her.
Well, they do speak higher there.
Okay, so you're looking for stories about people becoming friends. All right, help me with that line.
Friend. They're looking for stories.
For stories.
How about their friends, are we?
Are you?
Are you looking for friends of the stories?
Now say one of my really close friends gave me a blowjob.
One of my closest friends, he gave
He
me...
knocked off my. He polished me knob off.
He found the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Joe, do you have any advice for this guy? Is he trying to give us advice?
I think he wants to meet us.
Should we call him?
Did you say that...
He didn't give us his number.
Did you say that it's a guy and a girl and we're...
I
Like,
can't
what did-
remember what the
because
ad said, unfortunately.
I feel like he's dropping information. You know, you have Lusty Mom. She's very much just, hey, this is what I'm looking for. He's sort of like, hey, I'm bisexual.
Yeah.
Hey, I try to become friends in this particular method. So he's like laying out everything. And then it's sort of our responsibility to be like, oh, we could be friends if you want to meet up for some friend activities. I know a couple of guys.
Yeah.
We can meet up, you know. So
I really think I
that's
said-
what he's doing.
Okay.
He's laying it out. And then if we were seeing it as, oh,
Yeah.
I think he wants to
You think he wants
connect
us?
with us.
Yeah, he wants us. We're 2 hot little tickets.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? Have you ever been around a guy friend who wanted to give you a beeger? Any of your guy friends ever tried to give you a beeger?
Not that I know.
Not that I
of.
recall.
Not that I recall.
cannot recall.
But also not. But I would say, you know, there's many instances where, and I'm sure it's happened to you as well, where you're squinting at me.
I'm just
You're
wondering where it's going.
confused. Yeah. Well, you're with a person. Maybe you even like this person, but you don't realize they like you. You know,
Okay.
so like later on, I learned, oh, that girl, she had a crush on you, and I went, what? So maybe some
Of your guy
James type guy
friend. Right.
was dropping the hints, and I wasn't picking it up. So
Dropping his
I wouldn't
pen.
know.
And picking it up slowly. Hey, could
Yeah.
you get that?
Thank
Full
you.
circle. Yeah, I don't think any of my friends have ever had a crush on me, but other than you. But wow, I feel like we didn't give any advice, but our heart was in the right place, and that counts for something.
Yeah, we should put out a new Craigslist.
Okay, yeah, we'll do it. We'll write it together.
And maybe this time we'll
You
keep
can help
track
me
of
write
what
it.
you write.
Yeah, you can
so
help
that
me write
we
it.
can know why maybe some people's, 2 out of 3.
I just don't think there's anything weird saying a couple is interested in Playmates
and recording.
and recording it.
Yeah.
Yeah, must send nudes. Like I don't see how you could misinterpret that really, but if you want to help me write it, then yeah, by all means, I'm open to
I'd
that.
be curious if we would get different types of emails if I helped write it.
Yeah, maybe. Definitely. Wow. You know what I want to do? We haven't done in a minute. Closer, further apart.
Okay.
What's the answer?
Why don't you go first?
Closer. I'm feeling really at ease with you these days.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like, yeah, this is my friend. I'm not feeling like I'm wearing my jammies most of the time you're here.
Yeah.
A lot of times I've been wearing no makeup, just really getting ready for bed before you arrive.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't have to like really clean my house when you come over. I mean, it's clean right now because
clean.
someone else was here earlier.
Oh, some not friend.
Well, not yet. That's all I'll say.
You're
but
working
pretty
on
soon
other...
we may be giving each other blowjobs. It's a girl. But yeah, I guess maybe
That's
we're
great.
working on becoming friends.
Yeah, that's... I mean, this episode hasn't made me closer, probably.
But since the last
But maybe,
time,
maybe just incremental. It's hard when you're at 90...
9.9, 98.6.
You're at like 92%.
Okay.
It's like, how much higher can you go?
Well, you can go to 110.
No.
Bonus points.
No, you can't.
You can get bonus points.
If you go over, then it explodes.
Well, James would know a lot about that, I think.
And what do you mean by that?
He explodes a lot.
Not
and wants to explode with us.
He's not always the one exploding.
That's true.
Is what I want to say.
The friend is the one that gave him the blowjob. So,
well, everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. We hope you've learned a lot.
And learned your lesson.
You've learned your lesson.
By now.
Unsubscribe to this podcast.
Don't listen to us give advice to anyone.
But if you have your advice, please submit. We'd love to help you out.
A question I needed advice on, but I can save it. I'll save it for next time. Damn it.
Write it down.
Okay. I'll write to us under a different name.
Yeah, good.
I'll catfish us.
It'd be good if you forgot that.
Well, I have such a bad memory. I will.
I forget things all the time.